Hello and welcome to a quick video on AC Rally. This is just like a troubleshooting kind of setup tips video. Hopefully this can help someone out. But I am running a Fanatec CSL DD, Simpson pedals, a sim jack, handbrake, as well as an SHH shifter. So a bunch of different components, and I encountered some binding issues. So hopefully these tips can help. But the first one is to go into your game settings, go to properties, and then if you go over to controller, disable the Steam input. Now I am running the compatibility mode on the wheel, so that's the yellow light. But I would try this first if you're running into any binding issues. So the other tips are actually in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and load in. Alright, so now that we're in the settings, the first troubleshooting kind of tip that I want to get into is the handbrake. As you can see right now, it's on the default settings, and I'm at 12% like usage, and then if I pull it all the way, it goes up to 30. So obviously that is not what I want. But if you try to adjust the dead zones and everything and like go down the list, you will probably not get there, because if I go in and try to adjust the dead zone to even that out, then that part is fine. But if I cranked up this dead zone to try to get it all the way to 100, you can see there's like, it's just really fast, and it actually reaches 100 before the handbrake itself does. So the way to do it that I found, and it might be different for other people, but start with your handbrake offset first. So for me, I'm going to tick it down. As you can see now, it's down to 2% usage. So it's pretty decent, but it only goes to 20. So the next thing that I'm going to do is try to get it up to that 100. So again, I'm going to turn up the top end, and I believe 80 is about where I want it. So now it is actually hitting 100 when I pull it in. Then the last thing I need to adjust is the low end dead zone. So I'm just going to bump this up until it is not registering. So now I have complete full motion of my handbrake, and I'm at 100. Obviously you can't see it, but I am using my full handbrake. So that is very confusing. It's just the order in which you do things makes a huge difference. So hopefully this will help someone out. I'm glad that I was able to figure it out for myself. But the next tip, we actually have to get in the game. So now that we're in the game, the last thing is field of view. So if we go to camera customization, you can see that the horizontal field of view is at 60. Now there's no way to change it. It's not a slider or anything. You cannot change that value, but obviously you need to change the field of view value to meet your own specifications. So this field of view offset is actually how you do that. So right now it's at 0 because the default's 60. But as you can see, as I'm raising it, the field of view is also rising. So for me, throwing it into a field of view calculator, my field of view ended up being around like 72, I believe. So if I go ahead and set it to 72, or the field of view offset to 12, then it changes the field of view to 72. So that is how the field of view works. Again, a little confusing at first, but once you kind of realize how it works, it does kind of make sense. So I hope this video helps someone out. If you appreciated it, a thumbs up would be great. And until the next one.